All right, folks, I'm back at you. Louis G. Rich headed to ringside. He advanced in his tournament earlier over his mystery opponent from the lottery pick, who happened to be Nyla Rose. And the elegant egotist, Brown Sugar Jones. And of course, Violator accompanying Louis G. Rich to ringside.
And his opponent, accompanied to the ring by once again, Destiny, coming straight from Chicago in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. Weighing in tonight at 230 pounds, he's the sexiest man alive, Eddie Valentine.
Okay. And here is Eddie Valentine, the sexiest man alive, who earlier beat Stan Styles, who said he was so confident that he could beat Eddie Valentine again, that he put Destiny on the line. And now Destiny, back with Eddie Valentine, and again is back in her usual outfits, looking as only she can look. So this match between Eddie Valentine and Louis G. Rich should be a good one. Referee Aubrey checking out Louis G. Rich. Now he's checking out Eddie Valentine. Motioning to both of them if they're ready. Referee Aubrey calls for the bell. Eddie Valentine starting to clap to get the crowd into this match. Louis G. Rich. Go around into a collar and elbow tie up. Standing switch into a takedown, into a front headlock by Eddie Valentine to control the start of the match. Louis G. Rich is trying to get back to a vertical base. Out of the headlock. Into an armbar. Now he's got Eddie Valentine. Oh, standing switch. Eddie Valentine into a side headlock now to control the vertical base. Louis G. Rich is trying to power his way out again into an armbar. Turns it into an arm wringer. Now he's got a side headlock on Eddie Valentine. Eddie Valentine making his way out with a couple of back elbows. Sends Louis G. Rich off the ropes. Leapfrog. Louis G. Rich tries to go for a hip toss. Eddie Valentine manages to reverse it. He follows it up by a body slam. Louis G. Rich kicks him off. Eddie Valentine kicked Louis G. Rich off. Into a leg trip. Into a 1 count. Louis G. Rich leg trip into a cover. 2 count. Eddie Valentine went for a clothesline block. Louis G. Rich clothesline blocked by the foot of Eddie Valentine. So far, this is turning into a very good technical matchup between these two. Have a go around. Went for a collar and elbow tie up. Louis G. Rich hit him low with a knee to the midsection. Clubbing forearm to the back. Now he rakes the back of Eddie Valentine. There's a clubbing blow to the neck and shoulder area. Palm strikes to Eddie Valentine. Elbow. Now he's raking his eyes across the top rope. Brings Valentine out of the corner, follows it with a shoulder block into the far corner. Brings him back across. He went for another shoulder block. Valentine managed to duck out of the way and hit the ring post. There's an elbow to the side of Louis G. Rich. Eddie Valentine's going to bring him back in the hard way. Well, so far he's got him in that delayed suplex, letting all the blood rush to his head, and he brings him down with authority. Into the cover. 1, 2. No, Louis G. Rich just barely kicks out at 2. Right hand to the side of Louis G. Rich's head. Another forearm shiver in the corner. Valentine sends him into the corner. Louis G. Rich makes him eat a back elbow. He comes out. Valentine reverses into a power slam. Gets a 2 count. These two are just letting it all hang out in the middle of this ring right now. Eddie Valentine calling for a figure 4. He's got it cinched in. Folks, he's got this cinched in. Referee Aubrey counts the shoulders of Louis G. Rich to 2. And there it is again. Louis G. Rich just says he just doesn't have an answer to this figure 4 leg lock of Eddie Valentine's. He's trying to get to the ropes. He finally managed to make it to the ropes with a little bit of assistance by Brown Sugar Jones. So Eddie Valentine had to break that figure 4 leg lock. Brown Sugar Jones looked to grab the feet of Eddie Valentine. Louis G. Rich, off the distraction with a spine buster. No! Valentine just managed to kick out off that vicious spine buster. Now he's working on Eddie Valentine's legs. Stretching the fingers of Eddie Valentine. And he just raked Eddie Valentine's eyes with the soles of his boots. Louis G. Rich off the ropes with an elbow. Rolls him back over, is coming back off the ropes with another elbow. Into the cover. He's not hooking that leg. That's why Eddie Valentine was able to shoot the shoulder out to kick out of that pinfall. Eddie Valentine, strong right hands to the midsection of Louis G. Rich. Rich answers back with a strong right hand of his own to the side of the head of Eddie Valentine. Lays in a boot to the back shoulder area of Eddie Valentine. Rich picking up Valentine. Leg lariat. Into the cover. No, only a 2 count again by Louis G. Rich. He's got his shoulder locked up. And he's taking his elbow, the point of his elbow, and putting it in the temple of Eddie Valentine to wear him down. He's trying to crank on it a little more to use this as a submission move to make Eddie Valentine tap out. But it's going to take a lot more than that for Valentine to tap out. Couple of back elbows, a third one. Louis G. Rich, back body drop. Took a little time to go into that cover. Gets another 2 count on Eddie Valentine. Lays him back down to the canvas now. Louis G. Rich is pulling his elbow pad off and throwing it like a grenade. Going to try to finish him off with his elbow drop with the unprotected elbow. Louis G. Rich just telegraphed that move. And he missed horribly. Eddie Valentine now climbing to the rope. Shoulder block on Louis G. Rich. Knocks him down. Into the cover. Louis G. Rich just barely kicked out of that. Shoulder block from Eddie Valentine off the top. Eddie Valentine doing his thing. He went for the sexiest move in professional wrestling, and Louis G. Rich blocked it. Louis G. Rich fires him out of the corner, shoulder block. Fires him into the other corner, another shoulder block. And he just ate a boot from Eddie Valentine. Shoulder blocked him back into the corner. Off the ropes. Clubbing forearm. But now they're both down on the canvas. Referee Aubrey calling for a 10 count here. Let's see who's going to make it back to their feet first. No, Rich rolls into the cover. Referee Aubrey only counted 2. As he's telling Louis G. Rich that was a 2 count. It wasn't 3. Louis G. Rich picking up Eddie Valentine. Valentine. There it is. That Hangman style neck breaker. No! He went for his finisher. And Louis G. Rich just managed to kick out of that. How he did it, I'll never know. But both of these men have great intestinal fortitude to keep going. Eddie Valentine, excuse me, folks, is he's perched up on the second and top turnbuckle with the distraction. Now he's managing to ring the bell of Eddie Valentine. Firing in some right hands on Eddie Valentine. Valentine out of the corner. Powerbomb. Louis G. Rich with a code breaker of sorts with the knee on Eddie Valentine. Louis G. Rich is slowly crawling into a cover here. Referee Aubrey. Wow, that was Eddie Valentine managed to get his shoulder up at the last possible moment to avoid a 3 count. Louis G. Rich is just livid right now. And he cannot believe that Eddie Valentine kicked out. Now it's like trying to pick up dead weight. He can just barely he's struggling to pick up Eddie Valentine off the canvas right now. Eddie Valentine looks like he's out. Fires him off the ropes with an Irish whip. Wait a minute. Look at this. Valentine Tombstone into the cover. There it is. Eddie Valentine reversed Louis G. Rich's tombstone into one of his own. Sorry about that, folks. He managed to reverse Louis G. Rich's tombstone into one of his own and got the 3 count to advance to the finals in this 8-man tournament to determine a new champion of Valor. And he goes into the finals against Ed House. All right, folks, we're going to be right back at you with more Valor action in just a moment.